Hi learners! Welcome to Mathematics class with Michy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Always ready. How are you feeling today? Whatever it is, I'm glad you are here. Before watching this video, please take note of the 3 reminders. Learn, participate, and engage. Don't forget, prepare your notebook and pen. At the end of this video, you will be able to review parallelogram, identify properties of parallelogram, apply properties in solving for the missing parts of a parallelogram. Are you excited? Let's go! Let's have a short activity to see how much you already know about this lesson. Write true if the statement is correct and false if it is not. Number 1. In a parallelogram, the 2 opposite sides are congruent. Is it true or false? Correct. The answer is true. Number 2. In a parallelogram, the opposite angles are congruent. True or false? Right. The answer is true. Number 3. In a parallelogram, any 2 consecutive angles are complementary. Is it true or false? That's correct. The answer is false. It should be supplementary. Number 4. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. True or false? Correct. The answer is true. Number 5. A diagonal of a parallelogram forms 2 congruent triangles. True or false? Great. The answer is true. Part 2 of this activity. We have here parallelogram MASK with diagonals KA and MS with a point of intersection at point F. Number 6. If side MA equals 9, then side KS equals blank. Correct. The answer is 9. Number 7. If side AF, we have segment AF equals 4, then segment FK equals blank. The answer is 4. Number 8. We have segment FM equals 7, then segment SM equals blank. Correct. The answer is 14. How about number 9? If the measure of angle MAS equals 80, then the measure of angle MKS equals blank. Very good. The answer is 80. Number 10. If the measure of angle ASK equals 125, then the measure of angle AMK is equal to blank. Correct. The answer is 125. Good job, students. Let's go to the next part. Investigate the given illustration and tell whether this shows letter A, two opposite sides are congruent. Letter B, two opposite angles are congruent. Letter C, diagonals bisect each other. Letter D, consecutive angles are supplementary. Or letter E, diagonals form two congruent triangles. Let's start with the first one. You have 5 seconds to answer. Observe the given illustration. Let's see if your answers are correct. Okay, the correct answer is letter A. As you can see, we have side AB equals 6, side BC, or we can say side CD is equal to 6. What is their relationship? Opposite sides. We have side BC and side AB. 7 units. Letter A, two opposite sides are congruent. Congruent means equal in measure. How about the second illustration? Let's see if your answers are correct. Very good. The answer is letter B. Two opposite angles are congruent. We have here 65 degrees and the other, or the opposite angle, is also 65 degrees. We have here 115 degrees and we have here 115 degrees also. Third illustration. Okay, let's see. Very good. Diagonals form two congruent triangles. As you can see, we have here the indication of congruency. The first pair of congruent sides, second pair of congruent sides, and our diagonal. So we have here triangle 1 is congruent to triangle 2. Let's have this illustration. The fourth illustration. Let's proceed. Okay, the answer is letter D. Consecutive angles are supplementary. As you can see, we have here angle B plus angle C equals 180 degrees. We have here 100 plus 80, 180 degrees. Angle A and angle B, 100 degrees and 80 degrees, we have 180 degrees. What is their relationship? Angle B and angle C, angle A and angle B. Very good. They are consecutive angles. Therefore, they are supplementary. Two angles are supplementary when they add up to 180 degrees. Next, the last illustration. Is it A, B, C, D, or E? Let's proceed. Okay, good work. We have diagonals bisect each other. As you can see, again, we have here the symbol for congruency. This one, we have diagonals GF and we have EH. Okay? This segment is congruent to this segment. And this segment is also congruent to this segment. Okay? When we say bisect, it means dividing it into two equal parts. Okay, let's proceed to our lesson. We have here the properties of parallelogram. What are the properties of parallelogram? Any idea? When we say parallelogram, how can we say that a given object or illustration is a parallelogram? Okay, let's see. Okay, you have 15 seconds to get anything that you considered as parallelogram. 15 seconds starts now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see. Open your camera and show it to us. Okay, that's correct. A parallelogram is a flat shape with opposite sides parallel and equal in length. We have here parallelogram PHAR. Where are the two pairs of parallel sides? Again, parallelogram has two pairs of parallel sides. What are those? Very good. The first one we have here, side HA or AH is parallel to side CR or RC. Next pair, so this symbol represents the first pair of parallel sides. Second pair, we have here side CH is parallel to side AR. Opposite sides are parallel. Next question. Where are the two pairs of equal sides? Earlier, we have identified the parallel sides of a parallelogram. Okay, so we have here side CH is congruent to side AR. Ayan. CH is congruent to side AR and HA is congruent to side CR. Opposite sides are congruent. Okay, this symbol means congruent. Okay, that's the end of our exploration. What's new? So here are the properties of parallelogram. Two opposite sides are congruent. Two opposite angles are congruent. Diagonals bisect each other. Consecutive angles are supplementary. And diagonals form two congruent triangles. Prepare your notebook and pen. Let's explore this parallelogram ABCD. Based on what you have observed earlier, what is the measure of side BC? Let us use the property or properties of parallelogram. Where is side BC? Okay, this one. We have our given here side AB is equal to 8 units and side DE, rather we have segment DE is equal to 6 units, what is the measure of side BC? What is the relationship of side BC to the given? Let's see. Okay, here's side BC. Very good. Two opposite sides are congruent, therefore side BC is equal to 8 units. So we have your side AB and side BC. Let's proceed with number 2. How about side EB? Let's see. Okay. Side EB is also equal to 6 units because we have here side DE or segment DE is equal to 6 units. How about side BB? Okay. The reason why EB is equal to 6 units, diagonals bisect each other. Using the property of parallelogram that states diagonals bisect each other. Number 3. How about segment BD? Okay, this one. Okay, add segment DE and EB. We have BE and EB. That will give us DB is equal to 12 units. Again, using this property that diagonals bisect each other. Okay, always remember that in solving for the missing parts of parallelogram, you have to identify first the relationship of the given to the missing part. Let's have here parallelogram SOAT with diagonals intersect at point L. Let's have number 1. We have here OA is equal to 3x plus 20 and ST equals x plus 50. Find the measure of OA and ST. As you can see in our illustration, we have here side OA and side ST. What is their relationship? Okay. We have here step 1. Observe the relationship of the given parts of a parallelogram of the parallelogram. What is their relationship? Very good. OA and ST are opposite sides. Using properties of parallelogram, opposite sides are congruent. So we have here OA is equal to ST, or side OA is equal to side ST. Step number 2, isolate those with variables to those without variables. So side OA measures 3x plus 20, side ST measures x plus 50. Let's isolate those with variables to those without. So we will have 3x minus x equals 50 minus 20, positive 20. It will become negative 20 when you transpose it to the other side. Next, step number 3, solve for x. 3x minus x. Okay, we have 2x, 50 minus 20, that is 30. To get the value of x, you need to divide both sides by 2. That will give us x equals 15. But we are not to find the value of x. We are to find the value of OA and ST. How? Let's use the value of x, which is equal to 15. So we have here step 3, substitute x to the given value of the missing part. We have here OA equals ST. We can use either ST or OA first. But in this video, I will use ST. So ST equals x plus 15. Side ST equals, substitute the value of x, which is 15. 15 plus 50. Therefore, ST is equal to 65. How about OA? Since they are congruent, we have OA is also equal to 65. Let's have number 2. Find the length of SA and OT if SL equals 6 and LT equals 4. Again, let's see the relationship between SL and LT. We have here SL and we have here LT. So it is located in the diagonal. So SL is 6 and LT is 4. So find the length of SA and OT. Where's SA? We have here diagonal SA and diagonal OT. What is their relationship? Okay, so SA equals 12. Using diagonals bisect each other. SA, we have SL equals 6, and then LA is also equal to 6. Therefore, we have SA equals 12. How about OT? This one. If the given is LT equals 4. Very good. The answer is OT equals 8. Again, using the property of parallelogram that states diagonals bisect each other. How about number 3? If the measure of angle SOA, this one, is equal to 105, find the measure of angle OAC. Okay, so their relationship, SOA and OAC are consecutive angles. Therefore, when we say consecutive angles using property of parallelogram, consecutive angles are supplementary. So when you add the measure of angle SOA and OAT, they are equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so we have here angle SOA plus angle OAT equals 180 degrees. Substitute the value of angle SOA 105 degrees plus angle OAT, we have to find it, equals 180 degrees. In order to get angle OAT, transpose this, we have 105 degrees, will become negative 105. So we have here angle OAT equals 180 degrees minus 105 degrees. That will give us 75 degrees. Correct. So you have encountered properties of parallelogram. Here are the properties of parallelogram. We have 5 properties of parallelogram. Are you excited for more activity? Okay. So let's have here my x and y. Solve the value of x and y using the properties of parallelogram. Okay, so we have here this parallelogram with one angle is equal to 116 degrees. What is the relationship of our given to the value of x and y, or angle x and angle y? How about this one? What is the value, or what is the relationship of this side to this side, this side to this side? Let's start with the first one. You have 1 minute to answer this. Twenty-five seconds. Again, what is the relationship of our given 116 degrees to angle x and angle y? 10 seconds. Are you done? Let's check your work. Okay, so first, let's solve for x. What is the relationship of this given 116 degrees and angle x? Okay, they are opposite angles, and in the properties of parallelogram, opposite angles are congruent. Therefore, we have angle x is equal to 116 degrees. How about for angle y? What is the relationship of x to y, or 116 degrees to y? Very good. They are consecutive angles. And in the property of parallelogram, it states that consecutive angles are supplementary, which means when you add up the two angles, they are equal to 180 degrees. So we can say that x plus y equals 180 degrees. This is degree. 116 degrees, the value of x, plus y equals 180 degrees. To get the value of y, let's transpose 116 to the other side. That will give us 180 degrees minus 116 degrees. That is equal to y equals 64 degrees. So we can use this given also, that is 116 degrees. So we have the same process. 116 degrees plus y equals 180 degrees. It will give us to y equals 64 degrees. Next, we have 2 minutes to answer this. What is the relationship of this side to this side using property of parallelogram? We have 2 minutes. So back. 15 seconds. Okay, time's up. Are you done? Let's see. Okay, first let's solve for x. So we have here 3x minus 2 and 25. Okay, we have opposite sides are congruent. So we can say that 3x minus 2 equals 25. To get the value of x, isolate all with the variable. We have 3x equals 25 plus 2. Negative 2, when you transfer it to the other side, will become positive 2. 3x equals 27. To get the value of x, divide both sides by 3. That will give us x equals 9. Did you get the same answer? Great job. Okay, how about solving for y? Again, opposite sides are congruent using this property. We have 2y plus 1 equals 25. 2y equals 25 minus 1. 25 minus 1, we have 24. To get the value of y, divide both sides by 2. We have 2y divided by 2. 24 divided by 2. That will give us y equals 12. Did you get the same answer, learners? Good work. Okay, let's sum up. Let's see how much you already learned in our discussion. Fill in the blanks. Write your answers on your notebook. Number 1. The diagonals of parallelogram form two congruent blanks. Number 2. The two pairs of blank sides of parallelogram are congruent. Number 3. Consecutive angles of parallelogram are blank, which means it measures 180 degrees. Number 4. Opposite angles of parallelogram are blank. Number 5. The blank of parallelogram bisects each other. Are you done? Let's check. Okay, number 1, the answer is triangles. Number 2, opposite. Number 3, supplementary. Number 4, congruent or equal. Number 5, diagonals. How many points did you get? Great job. We are nearing to the end of our discussion. What have you learned? I know you have learned something new today. I'm so proud of you all. Okay, in this activity, you will identify whether the given statement is true or false. Okay, answer these in 1 minute. 10 seconds. Okay, let's go to the next part. Another minute for this activity. Identify the value of the missing part of this parallelogram. Five. Let's check part 1. Number 1, true. 2, true. 3, true. 4, false. 5, true. Part 2. Number 6, we have FK equals 4, 7, SM equals 14, 8, KS equals 9, number 9, measure of angle AMK equals 125, number 10, measure of angle MKS equals 80. How many points did you get? Very good, learners. For more exercises, you can go to joinmyquiz.com and enter this code 3335844. See you there. I hope you learned something new today, and I know you have learned something new today. Are you ready? Are you ready? Always ready. See you on our next video.